Ryan.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night, folks. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog into a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 218, NASDAQ off 25, S&P's off 13, gold contract trading up $9.80 at $13.5570, silver up 6 cents, $16.66 an ounce, light sweet crude, big hit, topside, up 124, $66.67. That's a break topside, folks, and it did have the volume behind it. Bottom line, we're going to be talking some big energy prices out here. Notes and bonds, you had the 10-year note up 4 ticks, 120.29. 30-year bond up 13, 146.11. They both went higher. They need a little bit more volume to really break topside in a big way. King dollar down 15 ticks, trading 89.265. The euro is trading at 123.62 to 1 US dollar. The yen is trading at 106.85 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here? Okay, so you get a major failure on price, on volume. The SPY got to a price point today of 265.64. Getting right into all the highs from the consolidation that we've been in since March 22nd. Gave it up in spades. 83 million shares going into 148 million shares. Now, this is pretty intense, too. Well, watch this. This is pretty wild. The Dow Industrials, same type of setup. The Dow Industrials, folks, only did 727 million shares. That is anemic volume. As it tried to get higher, couldn't handle it. NDX 100, same type of setup inside the NDX 100. What we have with the NDX 100 is that you got to a price point today of $162. We closed at 160. You're going into 80 million shares, and you did 40 million. The composite, now this is pretty intense because there's no buyers out here, folks. This is pretty intense. We haven't seen the volume contract like this in the composite for 90 days. And this is what it is. We did 1.8 million shares. The composite loves doing 2 billion, 1.8 billion rather. The composite loves doing 2 billion, 2.2 billion, 2.4 billion. Bottom line, what the composite also did goes into all the highs that were generated out here since the downdraft of the 23rd, gave it up on price, gave it up on volume in an incredible way, actually. So it's a monster heads up that this market wants lower price. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? Gold goes just the opposite way. Gold gets a big bid. We do 467,000 contracts. There's buyers in the gold market. We got to a price point of $13.69. The swing point that's going after is $13.75.50. I expect, number one, you're going to be right back topside because what we did do is this. You closed out at $13.55. You got to $13.69, gave 14 points off the side. Guess what? You are pushing into swing points with volume. That is going to be tested once again. I expect you're going to get up and over it. And the reason I expect you're going to get up and over it is if we do go into the GDX, you're going to see the equities held price in a big way, had volume, had spread, had it all. We did 72 million shares, taking out the swing point of 44 million, taking out the swing point of 74 million the prior day. So we got the action inside the GDX. If we go to the silver market, we take a look at physical silver. What you're going to see with physical silver, caught the bid, caught the volume. Bottom line, silver got to a price point of $16.89. They did 132,000 contracts. Bottom line, that's saying that, guess what? Gave it up on price coming into the close, last 2 hours actually. Gave up 20 cents. has the volume going into the swings. I expect you're going to be right back topside. Deviant move, no two ways about it. Deviant moves in those metals continue. King dollar. Now, King dollar, this is where you're shaking out with King dollar. King dollar came down today, 18,000 contracts. Now, that is light volume on the way down, particularly because you're coming into the strength from the 28th. That being said, what you have with King dollar, you get a little tiny doji. Most times what you see with those are the middle of the move on the way down, which would set up that King dollar wants to go after this 87,830 mark. And that 87,830 mark, folks, is the low that was established out here on the 16th of February. What we have had with King dollar's been in a it's been in a low-end consolidation since the 24th of January. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today in this low volume market, we had Bank of America down 58 cents. You had Micron Tech flat. Microsoft was off a buck. If we go inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here, the mover on the way down, as usual, Boeing put 51 negative points. United Health put 33. Goldman put 24. If we take a look at the NDX 100, the strength inside the NDX, Netflix was up 1.8%. You had Marriott up 1.6%. JB Hunt was up 1.4%, and Hasbro was up 1.4%. Taken away from it on the way down, Fastenal. That was down fast and furious. 6% down. You had American Airlines off 4.3%. Ultra Salon was down 3.5%. Big numbers, no two ways about that when you're taking a look at that. If we go over to the TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, TLT, up 43 cents. You're going into the swing point of 122.35. You did 5.7 million shares out here. It's going to need more volume as goes in there. But guess what, folks? The way this is setting up right now, how you're pushing into these swing points inside the 10-year note, inside the 30-year bond, inside the TLT, what the market is saying is that people want basically safety, and they want to make sure they're going to get their money back versus the not getting their money back versus the volatility that this market has been pushing out for some time right now. If we do go over to that oil market, we take a look at oil, you're going to see this oil market, that was a major break topside. This oil market out here right now, we went up 1.9%. You did 919,000 contracts, and you took out the consolidation that we've been in since the 25th of January. Stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney, the president of Everbank World Markets, coming right up.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here.